Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. So, everywhere right now is talking about Warforging and Titanforging, and it should be removed from the game on one end, and the other people are like, no, it's fine. So, we're going to talk about Warforging and Titanforging and how I think it should be fixed. It's actually a really easy fix, and I don't know why Blizzard doesn't do it, but it is what it is. So, Titanforging and Warforging, if you don't know, for some reason, an item drops at a regular amount, right? Like, let's look at these boots right here. Now, these boots were probably a 875 drop, and it warforged up to 880. So instead of being an 875 base drop, it warforges. Titanforging, it's 10 or above, I believe, and it can just Titanforge all the way up. Now, I've benefited from this system. I have, regular legs here. I have Titanforged. I think that was from a box, but that's a whole different discussion. But here, Heroic Titanforge 910. That's higher than Mythic. So it's a very interesting system, and the reason everybody is disliking this system is because it doesn't matter how high you get in eye level. The raids are being tuned for a higher eye level than you need because of this Titanforging system. So when you look at, for instance, a raid here, Mythic Nighthold, the first boss drops 900 eye level items. And a lot of players are getting 900s from Heroic. So it really doesn't matter. And because they're tuning the mechanics for Mythic and Heroic and things like that for a higher eye level, it doesn't give you the sense of progression on having faster fights and easier times to defeat bosses. For example, the second boss in Hellfire Citadel, which is I'll show you guys right now, actually, just so you guys know for reference. This guy, Iron Reaver, right? This guy right here, if you guys remember, he was a little bit difficult, but once you got gear, it was just like, all right, let's kill him super quick. I think there was guild speed killing this guy in like less than a minute. It was insane, but it was something exciting for you to be able to do because you got the gear to do that. So in the current system we're in right now, because we have Titanforging, raids are having to be scaled in a higher eye level, so everything's just not super easy, which is messing everything up. And you can argue that the artifact weapons are messing that up right now too, but it is what it is. So what is my opinion on how to fix it? I think it's very simple. Let things Titanforge, let things Warforge, but do not let the items that are Titanforging and Warforging go above the next rank of difficulty. For example, Heroic Dungeons drops 825 gear. Well, it should not drop higher than 840 because Mythic is the next level of dungeons. Have that drop, maybe, have it lower like by 5 eye levels, or even be able to go up to the next. So if you get a Titanforge item, it's 840. That's still exciting for a regular one. What that does is it starts fixing the problems we have with dungeon loot. Here we go. So first boss in Nighthold, it drops 870 gear, and this is for the first bosses. Well, if you're doing Raid Finder drops 855. It should definitely not Titanforged over 870. 870 should be the cap, and then so on for the next levels. So what that does is it gives you that chance of a Titanforge, but it does not give you an 875 from Raid Finder, and it's like, well, that's better than normal. No, it should never be that way. Should never be that way. If you're wanting to progress, you need a system that you can progress with. I should not have an item that is 910, right? And let's look at, I believe it drops off spell. Yeah, here we go. 905 is for a Mythic kill. And I got 910. That is better than Mythic. That shouldn't happen, right? Maybe I should get 900 or even the max 905. That's doable, okay, but higher than Mythic makes no sense. So I think that would fix a lot of problems. Obviously, we have the Mythic Plus system. I don't think items should Titanforge or Warforge in Mythic Plus, though, because then you're going on another thing, because, you know, the higher difficulty you go up to, it can go up to a 900, you know, so that's, I think that system should be heavily looked at, and the reason for this is because there are some items and there are some trinkets that, if they're able to continue to scale all the way up, you're going to have a few issues. You know what I mean? Not saying that the chest should not upgrade. And just so you guys know, let me look at this. No. Where am I at? Here we go. Tomorrow we will have a level 15 chest for you guys. So we will be doing a what's in the chest tomorrow. I know a lot of you guys have been looking forward to that, so we will do that tomorrow. But I think the chest loot should still be very good. I still think it should be a 900, but I don't think if you do a Ma 2, you should get an 8 or a 9, 10 eye level. You know what I mean? So Mythic Plus needs to be looked at, and I don't have a definite answer for that. I just don't think it should Warforge or Titanforge. It should give you what level you did, and that's the level you did. That's what I think. But if the chest at the end of the week, I still think it should give the rewards it does. That's one item per week, you know, for doing a 15, 900 eye level item. I think that's reasonable. But that's how I fix it. A lot of people have different opinions. That's just my opinion. My opinion doesn't mean anything unless this video gets like 1 million views and, 30,000 thumbs up. That's the only way my video would ever mean anything. So don't worry about that, because that's probably not going to happen. Alright guys, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you guys have any opinions on Titanforging and Warforging, I would love to hear them. Like I said, I like the system. I think it's cool. I think it's a chance to help players that are trying to progress through harder content get up there. But I do not think it should overlap. I think it should be under the next level of difficulty, because there's really no reason to do the next level if you can do a easier content faster for better rewards. Just doesn't make sense. Alright guys, well, like, favorite, share, subscribe, do what you need to do, and I'll talk to you guys soon.